But I said it like in a friendly way. So you're gonna start helping daddy, eh? Like you're right, eh? $500 a month, eh? I already started the conversation. You gotta start them early, because if you surprise them like when they start working, they'll be pissed.
Oh, I already
Like
told
if you tell Aiden at 16 or Aiden, you're gonna help out. Fuck that, I ain't helping out shit.
No, we already talking now, yo. Like, yo, shit ain't free, eh? Don't think because you get something and it breaks, you're just gonna get another one. Like, no. If you want stuff, you're gonna have to start, get a job or pay for it yourself. Like, yeah, no. Tay's already. She's already ready. She's slick. She knows. She'll tell you, like, yo, no, you're gonna pay for it, daddy, or you're gonna pay for it, mommy.
You see, my problem is when I got that little $20 check at McDonald's, it was gone like within 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And then my mom would say, like, you have to save. So out of that $20 check,
Yeah,
I'd spend like $150.
Bro.
And that $50 would be like, the remaining 50 would have to last me another 2 weeks. Gone.
Bro, I was working TV towers downtown.
I remember that.
I was doing it in the summer. Which was it, the first summer or second? Whichever one. Yeah. $10 an hour.
That's money.
Right? I wasn't, and then the first time around, I didn't know nothing about taxes. So when the guy in the front, like when I was talking to the guy hiring or whatever, he's like, this is like what, OAC, is this OAC year or maybe the year before OAC year? I think grade 12 OAC, one of them. He's like, do you want to take taxes? I'm like, what's that? I'm like, all he's really said was like, when you're a kid, you hear, you'll make less, like your check is less than 10. I'm like, no.
You're cheesed.
I want my whole money. I want my $800. I was getting $800 in 2 weeks, dog.
That's nasty.
No responsibilities. Tell me where that money was at the end of the summer.
Yo, if you gave me that money, you're
Tell me where that money was at the end of the summer, dog. And then the funny thing is, I don't. All I can tell you after the summer, I know I had was I got a CD player, and I remember I bought 2 CDs at once. Like, other than that, I don't know what else I spent money on.
McDonald's Big Macs.
Probably, but even then, like I wasn't paying no rent, no nothing. Like so, like I'm like, where did this money go to?
I know. Majority of my money went to Big. You already know that.
Yeah,
Like
I know it went somewhere. It's just nothing that I can.
$6.40 an hour, bro. $6.40 an hour.
Alright, right.
Yo, hold on.
Hold on. 3. I'm not
Yo, I was making like $20 an hour, baby. All right. Welcome to episode 6 of Yo We Got. I got my boy to my right, DJ H2O.
You know, this man's trying to break man's back here, yo. Oh, you can't be smacking man's in the back like that. Trying to finish man's off, man. Yo, crispy, man.
Listen, you have to get up in the morning. Yo, shout out to Pops. He's the one that told me a couple years ago the most important thing to do when you get up is stretch.
Yo, Grum.
Listen to me. Let me tell you how stretching has changed my life, bro. Before that, I got up in the morning, I would hear like creak, crack. Ever since I started getting stretching, different me, bro.
Yeah, that's.
So for all you people over 40, over 35, get up and stretch. It's not all about just getting up and, having breakfast or, playing games or watching TV. First thing you should do is pray, thank God for your blessings, and then stretch.
Or whoever you believe in.
Whoever you believe, that's right.
You know what I mean? But we all can't be like Soldier Boy and just hop up out the bed with our swag on, Some have to hop, some can't even hop off the bed. You gotta slide up the bed. You gotta slowly get up, stretch, contemplate.
Hey, let me ask you something, real quick. Are we at the mid-range, midlife crisis at that age? Or is it at 50? I've always wondered that. Whenever they say, whenever they say midlife crisis.
Well, is midlife crisis really 50? Like,
because at 100, nobody's living to well, you may live.
But that's the thing. Midlife would be 50 would be if you're living to 100 for sure.
Yeah, but I guess the average age now.
It's usually maybe like around. They usually say like between I think.
We're not so
45, 50, 40, 50. So we're near there.
No, we're past mid-range, bro.
Midlife? No.
If the mid-range is about 75, 77.
Oh, yeah, okay. But then.
Fuck. I need to get myself a Lamborghini or something.
We want to do like they do on the TV.
Yeah.
And then while I start buying a motorcycle and all of this stuff. But you notice most of the time they have to end up giving it back when they get in an accident, right? So I don't think you want to do that. You got to find a different kind of midlife crisis to. My midlife crisis will be playing the lotto and winning. That's my midlife crisis.
What do you
spending money on the lotto
to me, I want to cuss off everybody and everything.
Oh,
Like I'm going into the grocery store.
I'm not
If
caring.
people are taking too long in the line, I'm like, yo, hurry the F up! I don't got time to waste. I'm almost gonna reach heaven.
I'm just instigating. I'm starting stuff. I'm letting it off. Like I don't care. Like, and if you're young, please say something to me. 'Cause I will let you.
Cane and everything, eh?
I'm not kidding nothing. Just be like, listen, bro. Like I've done everything you've done. Hey, you keep wilding out. Keep thinking that you're not gonna reach here. If you think you want to stay young your whole life, you know what that means? That means you're gonna die young. And I don't think you want to do that. You want to get old. Everyone, you want to get old. At some point, you're gonna realize that, and you want to get old.
I'm looking forward to my discount at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Everywhere.
I'm looking forward to my discount at the movie theaters. I'm looking forward to speeding on the highway, cops pulling me over. Hey,
Take advantage of all of it. Early bird
you're gonna be
specials.
sent to jail? I'm 80 years old. I'm looking forward to all that.
I'm there. Send me.
Yeah. All right, what topics we got on the docket today? What do you got first?
Me.
Yeah, what do you got?
That's you.
I'm gonna go first.
Told you your topic guy.
All right, we'll go first.
I respond to your topic, but I might have a little something for us later. But I'll let you bring out the first topic first. And
All right, we spin off. All right, so let's talk one of our favorite topics, the NBA, of course. We're in the finals now. I think the last time we spoke about the playoffs, we were talking about the Knicks
and the Leafs.
and the Leafs.
Hoping they would make the finals so we can celebrate together and bring unity. I guess that is not happening.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't happen. So, but it's nothing surprising to anybody else here. So
I mean, it's whatever. It's just consistency. At least that's what we both can say we have is consistency.
that's right. That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Well, now that we're in the finals, we got the Indiana Pacers, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shout out to the Canadians.
Who's the Canadian
Keep
guy?
rolling
Who's
it
the
down.
Canadian guy on the Pacers again?
Maybe, I think there is one. Sorry, I don't keep up.
Nemhard. I think his name is Nemhard.
Oh, he's a Canadian guy. Well, shout out to him. Isn't he battling Shea?
Yeah.
Are they going at each other? That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Well, the honorary Canadian Pascal.
Hmm.
Give him props for making it back there.
He's hooping.
Hey, I know this is outside of the question that we have, but that was another Raptor. Should Raptor have paid him?
Pascal?
Do you think he would? Okay, let me ask. It's not that they should have paid him. Do you think he'd still have the same result if he was here? Like, maybe not the finals, but you think he'd still play the same?
See, that's
He'd
hard
be
to,
the same players if he was with this Raptor squad,
that's hard to say
opposed
because
to the Indiana he's with now.
it's a different team, right?
Like that's
Like
what
if
I'm
you
saying.
have to throw in the mix, we still have Scotty Barnes.
Mhm.
We still have what's the guy's name? Grady Dick, right?
But he would have been our leader, right? You would have had to make Siakam the focal
In
guy.
terms of the veteran leadership, it would have to be Pascal Siakam, right? Because he already has a championship under his belt, right?
Mhm.
So in terms of that, should we have paid him? I think so. But what would
Based
you?
on some, sorry, but based on some of what these other players are making, that
Like he's not.
can he go as far and are supposed to?
Is he-
Maybe we should have.
Is he a max contract player?
That's the only thing.
Probably not. I
But
would
there's a
say
lot of guys that aren't max. Well, I don't blame the Raptors for not paying him the max
Mhm.
because, yeah, I don't. Yeah, if it was him that got us the ring,
Mhm.
then I would say yes.
So
Give
do
him
you-
the max.
What do you mean?
Maybe
if it
close to
was-
max
you don't
because it
think-
was Kawhi. The adding of Kawhi is what did it. Siakam was able to play the way he did
Mhm.
because Kawhi was there to take that attention. It opened up for Siakam. No one's watching, double teaming him,
Gotcha.
focusing on him, knowing okay, this is the scorer, whatever. Everything goes through him. Everything was basically going through Kawhi. You can even say even Kyle would have gotten some of that action taken away, from Siakam. Siakam was like second, third. He made himself second.
Mhm.
Second best scorer in that thing, but if you were to just look at it on paper,
Mhm.
you probably would have been like, for going to your scoring and get what you need, you probably went Kawhi, Kyle, then probably Siakam,
Yeah.
if anything. So, and getting a max, no, but I would have tried to at least get him somewhere close.
Close, yeah.
You know what I mean? Let him know, because
I mean, if you take him out of that championship mix, I don't see them winning a ring. Like I think he was an integral part to that. So because they won a
it's definitely would have been hard.
oh yeah,
Yes.
because they won a
Maybe
ring
not good.
with him and because he was an important part, they should have paid what he deserved. But again, max, no. I mean, all these.
Or even go above what you were willing to pay, what you wanted, but go above that.
Yeah.
And then show them, hey, look, we're going above what we want to give you.
But again, that's a whole, I mean, you could say if we would have paid Kawhi what he wanted, I don't know if we could have kept Kawhi. If we could have kept Kyle longer, if we could have kept Pascal, I think if we would have run that, if we would have round that back, I think we'd win another ring, personally.
Well,
But people have their own paths,
yeah.
right? People make their own decisions.
And I think it was all on Kawhi to stay. If he stayed, then we would have kept that team.
Yeah.
That team would have probably stayed intact completely. Well, it was really just him that left that year, right?
Yeah.
Him and Green.
I think Lowry left the following year.
Yeah, well, not everyone left. We still had the same, basically the same team intact. It's just we. Was that? I don't know. Was that Anobi there?
Yeah, I know he was there.
When we got
Yeah, I think last show.
Okay, so
I
there
think
you go.
last show was his first season. Or no, 2 years ago was his first season.
Yeah.
So he was there.
Okay, so there you go. All right. So yeah, they could have. But again, they're showing how like he was in the playoffs. Siakam was in the playoffs. Powell and Van Vliet, and they're like this could have been the Raptors. But again, all these guys are getting these things because of the different players that are around them now.
Yeah, I mean, you could say the same thing for his situation in Indiana. Because to me, he's feeding off of Halliburton and a few other guys there. So if you take those guys off and he goes to another team again, would he be worth keeping at a max contract again in Indiana? I still don't think so. Because it's feeding off of other players.
Honestly, he's probably a second, a number two.
On a
He
really
probably is probably one of the few number twos that probably could, I can see now maybe deserving, or I wouldn't be mad if he did, if a team wanted to give him a max as a number two, because he is solid as like if he does get a win, if they do end up beating OKC, like he's legit. If you don't want to say he's a number one, he's a legit number two.
If
anything,
he was the MVP for the Eastern Conference Finals, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people were thinking that Halliburton was going to get that, right? So, I mean, this just bolsters his resume into his next contract negotiation.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be a max contract, I still don't think he's of that superstar caliber level yet.
Yeah.
But he's getting there. He's getting there.
I mean, with this league, he probably is.
The money that they're going
What is a superstar in this league now? Like, you know what I mean? I don't. You have your superstars, but man, if he's passing these guys or getting further than them, if he's not beating them, but still just ending up further than them.
I would like to see I would like to see Pascal on a team that really needs a star. You know what I'd like to see him on? Charlotte, probably. I know they have the ball point guy running that right now as far as superstardom is, kind of, but I would like to see him take that mature leadership role where he is that guy on a team, rather than feeding off of a Halliburton, or rather than feeding off of a Kawhi Leonard in Toronto. I want to see a team where he's actually definitively the number one guy. So I think Charlotte.
You want to see him as a number one?
Yeah. I don't want to see him as a number two, as a third option. I want to see how he would excel as that number one option on the team. At that point, if he's averaging like 25, 30 points or a double-double max, yes.
Do you think he's a number one?
He could be.
Because
He hasn't been in the situation to see that though. Indiana, he's not in that situation. Toronto, he's not in that situation. Right? I want to see a situation that's just him.
But at this point, I don't know if that will do anything, because if he hasn't if you think he's reached his peak, or he's at his peak right now, kind of thing, right? Like he's getting everything right now. To now after that, if he starts going down now to see if he's a number one, that's not. I don't think that's going to be a good thing. That's going to hurt, because you're kind of falling off now, where number ones may fall to number twos, then number threes eventually, right? Like or whatever. But I don't like. Yeah, right now is what you need to see if he's a number one. But honestly, I don't think he's a number one. I don't think you can say, here, take this team on your own all the way. He's gonna need a number. If you put him on number one, he's gonna need a number two, and that number two has to be like a 1B.
Can I challenge
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm trying to get to. There's nothing wrong if you're a number two and you're the solid or whatever. Like, number one needs you. It's not to say, oh, you're number two. No one. We can win without you. No, there's people who can't win without the number, or can't complete the goal without
before Brunson, when Brunson left Dallas to go to New York, nobody could have anticipated Brunson being the number one option in New York. What he proved to everybody in New York that he was ready to become that number one guy. They didn't really have that solid leap. They didn't have that guy, right? I think the same situation falls upon Pascal.
Yeah.
Right now, he's not in a situation where he's that number one guy. If he makes a move like Brunson did from Dallas to New York and put him on a team that needs number one, he has the potential to become that number one option. Just needs to be in that right situation.
Yeah.
Right?
What to me is the difference between an option and actually being one. Anyone can be a number one option on a team. If the rest of the team isn't great and that person is the best option, that's your number one option. It doesn't mean it's your best option. It just means that's your number one option on the team to go to. Even the weakest team, the last place team in the league has a number one option.
True. That's true.
Right? That's your option. But are you an actual number one? There's some guys who aren't number ones where consistently, out of the 82 games, they will lead you
I got you.
healthy 82 games. 80 to 82 games they're leading you in scoring. I see Pascal doing that. If you're saying on a team with decent, solid bench and supporting starters, I don't know if he's giving you 80. Nowadays, I don't even know if you need that much, but like 70. So I can see him maybe leading, scoring that team maybe in half of it. And that's why I say I think he is a solid number two, where you can look to him to lead your team at certain games. But I don't know all season. But that's just me. But again, that's nothing wrong with that. There's no knock. That's not a knock to Siakam, right? Knowing your role, knowing your position, and dominating in that position of what you do, that makes you, to me, that makes you the superstar or a star, whatever it is that you are. Doing what you do best and dominating in that.
True. I mean, what pisses me off, and this continues the story about, players using Toronto as like a breeding ground or a ground where their game isn't elevated, but that's when they start to become that guy, right?
Yeah.
And we let them go. We have a long history of that. Pascal now, not to say he wasn't nice in Toronto, but now we see what he's doing in Indiana. I mean, we're talking about him being a max contract player.
Yeah.
Why do we have a problem with just retaining these players? What do you think? Like, I know you said that.
I know sometimes they say with the money, like, depending on where, because I know it's not every place in the States where it's tax-free or whatever it is. Like, it's only really, I think, Texas and Florida where there's the tax-free with your money and stuff like that.
And Maple Leafs have the money.
But outside of that, I'm not gonna put on the fans, but I think organization kind of, and that's the thing that's messed up here is like I don't want them to necessarily just listen to the fans, but I don't want you to disrespect the fans. But a lot of fans here, once it's not going their way, they want to get rid of you. I hear that a lot. Trades, they need to go. We need to trade them. We need to bring in this, and they always want to bring in this and expect to not give up something for it. Like that's not how it works. But we have the players,
And we have the money.
we get the players like how we had that team there. Yes, I think there should have been a fight to keep them. But I think they were all becoming, I don't want to say stars, but bigger than that role that they should have been in. Like,
You think the Eagles actually think the
I'm
Eagles?
not saying they're egos, but just maybe not their egos, but knowing, okay, your bench, and you hear, oh, your bench on any other team, these guys can be starters. If I hear that, I kind of want to go and see, like you said, how you want to, like with Siakam, see if he can be a number one. I want to see if I can go be a starter on a team. If I'm hearing this, you know what I mean? I can be a starter, and they won. It's not to say they didn't win and be like, okay, you won. So that's even more of an incentive to say, okay, you know what? Let me go out there.
Let me test the waters.
Let me test the waters and see if I could be a solidified starter on another team, or become the star on another team, depending on what it is they're saying about you, right? I know that happens with all teams, but I don't think that that's what it is, and money, and then money too. And, and part of it again is the whole living in Canada, and for some reason they still think Canada and America are in two different weather paths, and the snow we get here isn't the snow they get down there. I mean, the amount of it, yeah, it's different. They wild out over.
Not really, New York.
No, I'm saying they.
Detroit.
No, New York is different. I'm not the border ones. The ones that don't get it, and the moment they get it, it's a state of panic over there, state of emergency, because there was a sheet of snow on the ground. They don't know how to do it, right? They don't know how to deal with it because all they have is summer gear, or right?
I mean, not to make fun of the situation that happened in California a few months back, but I mean, would you rather deal with wildfires each year, or would you rather deal with shoveling stuff? I mean,
or some snowstorm,
or the random snowstorm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't lose my house to fire. You're going to have to deal with that every single year for months on end.
Potential of it happening every year too. Even if it
Not potentially.
I mean, the size of it, depending on the size. Like, you might get somewhere that's small, still sucks. But if it's small and containable, you get rid of it. But then they get those ones every so often they get the major, massive wildfire ones. Fire ones. It's like, okay.
Well, who are you going for? Who are you going for? You got Indiana or?
Honestly, I don't care.
You don't.
Because if OKC wins it, that's great for Shea. Whatever, the Canadian, you brought one home, or someone brought it home. Not home, but Canadian led an American team to a title. That's great. And if Indiana wins, it's only really for Seattle.
Okay.
But slightly OKC because it's an actual Canadian.
I got you.
That's on that.
But no more.
There's a Canadian on Indiana, I think.
Yeah.
I just don't know who it is, but again, Shea's the big name.
Yeah.
That's great for Canada. That's great for us. We're here. Hey, hopefully you can win it. I mean, and it's in OKC. It's not even like one of the big marketplaces
That's
you're
true.
doing it for,
That's true.
which is huge.
That's true.
And so,
We're seeing how Indiana has run through the playoffs, being the underdog for pretty much each round.
yeah.
If they win these finals, is this one of or the greatest upset story in NBA history? I think they're the number 5 seed. I'm not 100% sure. I think they're number 5 seed. I think, not 100% sure. But if they win this series, because they beat up on Cleveland, right? They should have lost that. They beat up on New York. They should have lost that, right? They should have lost the first game against OKC in the finals. They came back from down 15, 20, whatever it was, and they won. If they continue this streak and they end up winning the finals, outside of, I'm not too sure how low Detroit Pistons were ranked when they won. I'm pretty sure were they the number 1 seed?
I don't know if they were number 1, but
No.
I don't think they were an 8 seed.
No, they won the 8 seed.
No.
But if the Pacers win this, are they legit one of the best underdogs to win the championship?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You say yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Underdogs. Okay. Let's look at it this way. Because I gotta see how you look at it. As a run, it's a great run, as in the comebacks they made. Being down by a certain point, and at the time, maybe it's like the 4th quarter, whatever.
Every single round.
That type of run,
Yeah.
in that aspect, yes, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But okay, let's look at this. Cleveland.
They were the number 1
Yes,
seed.
listen. Record, great. Okay, they had a great record, but mind you, they've had years to be able to. They just surprised everyone this year. That's what it was.
Cleveland?
It was a surprise because no one was. If you go beginning of the year, you were not saying Cleveland was going to be the number 1 team
True.
in the East.
That's true.
No one
That's true.
was saying that,
I'll give you that.
except maybe Cleveland players to
I'll
feel
give that.
strong,
I'll give
right?
that.
So, and when they got to playoffs, they already looked shaky.
Yeah.
And even things. So, I'll give them that in, but Indiana's, looking at the two, I don't think Indiana probably sounds like a better team, really. If you, maybe on paper, they might have been a better team. I don't know. But I don't think Cleveland was that number 1 as like, when they had LeBron as a number 1. Like, you weren't fearing Cleveland like that. You just said, oh, Cleveland's doing a great run. I think they'll win because they're number 1, not because you feared them.
I got you.
So they got past them. But I'll give you that. They had their runs or whatever. And not everyone, people did put Cleveland above them just because of the record. And then who was next after them? Boston.
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry, who Indiana beat?
Yeah, after they got Cleveland, who was the next round for them?
Oh my gosh, who is it? Let me No, New York faced Boston. in one
Yes,
series.
New York took a buck.
So Pacers 2025 playoff
Oh
round.
my gosh. You remember who it was?
Who's gonna win? Google or Akil?
It's not gonna be me.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Just pick any team in the East, bro.
I'm trying to think of the teams in the East.
Postseason. Milwaukee.
Okay.
So it was Milwaukee the first round.
Oh, first one was Milwaukee.
First one was Milwaukee.
Okay.
Second round was Cleveland.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. Why Cleveland? Why even Cleveland in their first round was shaky. People were already. So for second round they took up. First round was Milwaukee.
Either way,
They were going into playoffs where. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, because they had that Lillard injury that they're doing.
Yeah, they were.
Because he was going back and forth.
Threat.
Yep.
And then okay, the Knicks was the last one they just got by, right?
Mhm.
Which people were hyping off of the Knicks thing, but
The Knicks were on paper. The Knicks were the better team.
as an underdog, I don't think they really beat any teams that were like, if you want to look at it, way above them. Like, oh, these guys definitely aren't winning this because this team is way better than them.
Yeah.
But I would give them as a great run,
Yeah.
as in how they won their games.
Facts.
Like coming back, being down 20,
Yeah.
or being down whatever it is in a few seconds, being able to bust those out and win the games. I'll give you that in a run like that.
Okay.
But if you're a fifth seed,
I do stand corrected.
eighth seeds, yes, I'll give you eighth. Fifth seeds, depending on who you beat,
Yeah.
I'll give you those runs.
I do stand corrected. Indiana was actually the fourth seed getting into the
Okay,
playoffs.
so-
Milwaukee was the fifth seed. Now you could still look at that and okay, they may be higher ranked than Milwaukee, but on paper, I mean, if you have Giannis and you have Lillard, right, and you have what's the guy named Portis, I still know more players on the Milwaukee team than the Indiana team. All I know on the Indiana.
Yeah, no, I'll give you
So even though
that.
Indiana had the better record, I still saw them as
I'll
positive.
give you that. But again, like you said, if you're basing it off seeds, then no. If you're a fourth seed facing a fifth seed, I'm not giving you an. Even the fifth seed beating fourth seed, that's the only one where it's like I don't.
It's still
say
too
upset.
close.
I don't say
Yeah.
unless those records are like completely different.
got
Like
you.
that fourth seed is 10 games above 500,
Yeah.
and the fifth seed was like 15 games below.
Yeah.
Then I can see you saying, okay, there's an upset. But usually 4 or 5 is like 2 games,
That's a
maybe
good point.
1 game off. So I wouldn't even really give. That's why I said seed wise, no, it's not. It's nowhere near the greatest run. But yes, run as in we're down and we come back and beat you.
Yeah.
The next game we're down again and we come back and beat you. And then definitely.
I think it's a very dangerous.
And if they beat OKC,
Yeah.
who everyone had them winning regardless, over Indiana or not,
Yeah.
as an opponent, they had OKC winning. So if they were able to pull this off,
Mm.
I'll give them a run. I'll let them as a great run throughout the playoffs. Yeah.
If you're Reggie Miller, are you genuinely happy for your team, or are you thinking that should have been me? Damn it!
99% happy for you.
Yeah.
99%.
I don't know. I'm feeling away from Reggie.
That 1% strong. Because that 1% is that should have been me.
Should have been me.
It's a heavy one, right?
Yeah.
But you can't be. I think it would have hurt more if it's closer to when you left.
True. That's true.
If they did this like 2-3 years after you leave the league, that's gonna hurt.
That's gonna
I
hurt.
don't know if I could. I don't even know if I want to be around. Like I'll clap for you, yeah, that's great, but I can't be there, knowing that. Damn, I could have just rolled the bench for the next 2-3 years and I could get a ring.
It's like one of those moments where, like I always, when I looked at Reggie when what's his name, Ray Allen.
Yeah.
To your boy Ray Allen. When he beat Reggie's record for the
Threes.
first time,
When
and you saw Reggie clapping, I'm like, yeah, he may be clapping, but you know deep down he wants to obtain that record. For
Yes, he
himself.
got no ring, but I mean it's 3, so he probably that I can see him obviously dealing with easier than someone bringing a ring to the city.
Yeah.
You just being passed for 3-pointers, okay, whatever. Like it's not to say he's a garbage 3-point shooter, you get a ring and whatever. Like he probably knew that's gonna get passed eventually. Like, but yeah, for them to bring a ring, like if they bring a ring now, you should be happy. You'd be happy. They still talk about ring. There's still people who in the comments that's like, yeah, you know, it's great, Reggie still. When people start saying, "Oh, Halliburton is the greatest Indiana Pace man," it's like, I'm not. Still not putting you
That's
above
the big.
Reggie.
That's the big. I wouldn't even put him past Mullen. Like
Chris Mullin?
Yeah, Mullen was nice.
Mullin was
Yeah,
nice.
Keeping with basketball though, kind of off topic, but again, speaking with basketball, do you remember what was your favorite, what move by which player made you fall in love with the game? And do you remember what game that
Nah,
was?
I'll tell you in the ball, honestly, I don't know how I fell in love with ball.
Okay, fair enough.
I do know Bulls and Jordan, like, remember them in Detroit because my parents had a friend that lived in Detroit. We'd visit every now and then. So I do remember being a Jordan fan and think about like what got me into it. Like, was there a move that's like got me into ball? No. But I'll just say, yeah, like,
What move did what?
just seeing him play
Yeah.
is probably it.
All right, so you're on the court. You're 17. You're 16. What move did you try to emulate?
Well,
I
started playing.
can't see a 7-foot kill trying to do a finger.
No, but younger. No, but okay. Like when do I remember playing ball was probably like grade 3, 4. Like solid memories of knowing. Okay, I'm playing basketball. It's probably honestly biggest thing back then was getting the ball under your legs, man. Being able to do this, that was the shit. Like knowing I can do that or whatever. Yeah, you know.
You're like, I'm NBA ready.
I don't know if I
I killed a little.
Why not?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for the draft, son.
Sign me up. I'm ready, take me. But no, it was, I can't say if there was a one significant moment or something that I saw like, ooh, yeah, I want to play basketball. I just knew I was into basketball.
Gotcha. That's a good point.
I mean, seeing the Jordan and doing that one, that was like,
You could pick so many. You could pick so many.
That was it. But yeah, there was.
I think for me personally, it had to be. I know you're gonna fight me on this, so let me move on. I know you're gonna fight me on this because we've talked about this too many times. I'm gonna bring it up, but it was when Reggie pushed off.
That's so late in life.
It was really? That's when I really tried. That's in high school.
Okay.
When I played college ball, when I played basketball at George Brown, I always focused on shooting, right?
Nah, I know you're shooting guy. Yeah.
And the minute that and I love basketball prior to that, but I fell in love just the way that that whole play, that whole sequence, when he pushed Jordan off and he hit the dagger and he's like jumping, going around in circles. I'm like, yo, that.
Yeah, you're trying to trigger me, aren't you?
Hey, listen.
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 Go ahead.
No.
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Don't open up a can of worms. So you said that your ankle. I mean, I know I might get shot this play. Jordan was complaining about the flu game. And what I heard was over pizza. You know what I mean? So
No. There's a different. No.
I heard that he wasn't really sick. Like Reggie
whether
really
it's flu or not.
Reggie really had a sprained ankle, bro.
Listen.
But he really was hurt.
Listen.
Understand?
Listen. There's a different. Yeah. But play the
Jordan
role,
scored how
play
much?
the role the whole time.
What do you
Jordan
mean?
played. Jordan had to hold on to Pippen.
Oh, come on.
After no, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying play.
Here we go.
Yo,
Play. Listen to what I'm
you're
saying.
telling me you're
See,
having
again,
to Jordan to
listen
come out
to
and
what
stretch.
I'm saying.
Here we go.
Play the role all the way through for me. Play the role. If you want to say Jordan, was he really sick? But if you look at it, he looked sick. You can see it. Even when he hit the shot, Pippen was holding him to carry him off. Even if he wasn't sick, and even play the role out. Play it all out.
You get a
Reggie, hold on. Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
My man is on. Man, now you gotta do
The
the
man
play.
in the game
The
winner.
man came to play. My man ran, jumped, touched the fucking rafters, the banners, celebrating on this ankle, and this dude, my man went like this. My man like this. Steam on the ankle. And then all of a sudden it was, oh, I forgot, I'm on TV. My ankle!
Listen,
My ankle!
you hit a game winner.
My ankle!
You hit a game winner. You're hyped.
Oh, my
He was
ankle!
hurt.
Then you do this. My man was,
Okay, listen.
man was quick walking and everything, and then all of a sudden, oh, my ankle.
There's a word.
My ankle. ankle, and you lost the series because of that.
Listen, there's a word that we like to throw around called adrenaline. When you're on an adrenaline rush, right? You just finished hitting a game winner against arguably the best player in the NBA history, right? Sprained ankle or not, you're not going to feel that when you hit a game winner against the Bulls to win a game. To win a game, of course you're not going to feel a sprained ankle. Now, I can do tests and x-rays and prove that I have a sprained ankle.
I don't care.
If you're saying that you have the stomach virus, and anybody can lean on this, but you hold me up, Scotty. Hold me up, Scotty. Hold me up, Scotty. I'm sick. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't sick, legit wasn't sick, but you can prove that you have a sprained ankle, bro. I can't. Like, Jordan just said that he was battling the stomach flu. You know what I mean?
He said that, or did the media put it out there?
I'm pretty sure he would have. Well, how would the media know if he never said it? You should have mentioned it. Listen, I'm still a Jordan. It may look like I'm bashing Jordan.
And you know what happens? See, Reggie should have just been hurt and all that because he might have won the series. You doing that shit made you lose the series because Jordan said, "Yep, took that personal." Oh, your ankle's hurt. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. I think that personal.
Well, regardless,
it's all right. We won the series anyways. But I do remember you though.
It was a legit play.
This guy called me on
It was a legit play.
My phone rings and I pick it up. This guy, Reggie.
Let me tell you what the argument.
Shut up.
Let me tell you what the argument was. Listen, this story is catch this guy. Watch this. I'm gonna catch this guy right now. So, was that a foul?
Is what a foul?
What Reggie did to
Were you
Jordan?
gonna try and say the angle? That one?
Yeah.
That's obviously it was.
Okay, cool. Then what about when Jordan did to homeboy on Utah?
What did he do?
What's the difference?
Are you really?
What's the difference? What's the guy's name on Utah? What's the guy where he pushed off for you? Final shot.
Are you really comparing?
Was that not a foul?
No, it's not a foul.
Exact identical.
Are you? No, it's not.
Identical.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, stop.
Look
Don't
up
do that.
Jordan's
No,
last shot
Don't do that.
against Utah.
Don't do that.
When he held it here.
Stop.
Look what he did to the defender prior, the push-up.
What?
Compare that to what Reggie did to Jordan when Reggie hit the game winner. You guys tell me if those aren't identical plays.
Okay,
Go
to
ahead.
me, when someone says identical,
Identical.
that means it's the exact spot, it's the exact position. No, you can't say, oh, we're identical twins, but I can completely tell it. Like, you're saying they're the exact same. Okay, so let me show you the difference between the plays. One, if a man is going with you on momentum, you're playing defense. I'm going this way. And look, hold on, do not cut me off.
No,
do not cut
I'm not
me
cutting you
off.
off. I'm just doing theatrics. Go ahead.
I don't do theatrics.
Go
Your
ahead.
theatrics are extra. No one did this. I don't know where this came from.
Jordan Free with it.
No, wait. First off,
Right.
right? There's numerous debates on whether, and even freaking what's his face is. See, I don't even remember his name because who cares about his defender? He's trash. He's getting destroyed every time.
Somebody Google that
Right?
right in Utah.
So
Yes.
he was already moving this way. He's already done. Okay, you want to say this made him fall, which it didn't. He was already falling anyways. And all he went like this, step, and shot. Now, what you want to compare is you're standing here, or you make a move a little bit towards this way. I run, push you off, go this way, catch the ball, and shoot. Now, mind you, he hit the shot. I'm fine with that. He pushed off of him, and Reggie said it too. I'm going to put it on the refs to see if they will make this call. That's what he said. I shoved Jordan, and he didn't make the call, which, okay, you didn't want to make the call? Fine. You lost the series. You should have made the call, and maybe you would want. But anyways, I'm just saying they're not the same. He didn't call the foul. That's cool. That's fine. Because I don't want that. Looking at it now, I don't want that. It's an aggressive play. They came at each other. He pushed off. You know what? That might have been worse because it might have been like, oh, see, Jordan gets all the calls. Look, that wasn't a foul. So you know what? I'm happy that he made that thing. But I'm not. You can't say they're the same. You cannot say they're the exact same play.
So the way that AK just explained it, right? You
The right way.
You ever have siblings that say when they get caught fighting their sibling,
say that, oh, Jordan didn't touch him at all, or didn't put his hand on him. I'm not saying he never put his hand on him, he didn't touch him. But he didn't shove the man didn't fall because he was already stumbling. Jordan had his hand on him and maybe did that. You see that with everyone. Even now when guys are playing and they come in there and they do their little hop thing and they push off. So everyone does these type of things. Even what Reggie did, that gets done or whatever. It gets done. It's hidden. Sometimes it doesn't get seen. But all I'm saying is between the two, a shove to the chest. This is easier to call a foul than if someone's going like this and he does this. Because anyone dribbling, when you go to the lane and the guys do this, is that not a? How come I can do this to you? That's a push off. To me, that would be a push off. That's almost the same thing. But if I'm running at you and I do this to you to go get the ball, that's a shove. There's a difference in between the two. That's what I'm saying.
You know someone's winning the argument when someone's continually pushing the other person on purpose.
Because that's part of it.
We're gonna pull this.
The whole thing is the physicalness of the contact.
We're gonna pull this, alright? Is the Jordan push?
Jordan haters and LeBron lovers will say.
No.
Jordan
I'm not a Jordan hater. Is the Jordan push on Brian Russell the same as when Reggie pushed Jordan?
The same as in not, was it a foul?
Alright, put it this way.
Is it between the two? If you see the two, which is easier to call a foul on? That is the question. Not if one is, even if they're both fouls, okay? We're saying they're both fouls.
Okay.
But you watch the play, and someone says, which one of these is like, you look at it, it's blatant foul, or you can say, you know what, off the bat, it's a foul. Between the two, which is easier to call a foul on? That's what I'm saying. No hate, I don't care if you like Jordan,
exactly.
like Reggie,
We'll make
take it out, put your favorite players in there.
Yeah,
It doesn't even have to be Jordan or Reggie.
Forget about who your favorite player is. Just look at
your favorite players in both positions.
Forget about it. So if you're, like the man said, if you're a Jordan lover, if you're a Reggie Miller fan, put that aside, just look at the plays themselves. Alright? Forget if you like Jordan in the past, if you still like Jordan, if you like Reggie in the past, if you still like Reggie, look at their individual play and tell me if you can call a legit foul on both of them. Or not. Or which one has more reason to be called a foul on. I will leave it up to the boys.
No, Reggie's just more of a foul.
We're gonna agree.
It's easier
to disagree.
It's easier to call. You can disagree. I know you want to.
Alright, what do we got next?
Who has rings though? That's okay.
That's true. Reggie's gonna get his first though.
Keep your show.
Watching. As a spectator.
We love you, Reggie. I became a Reggie fan when Jordan retired, so it's okay. I wanted you to get a ring, Reggie.
As an official Indiana Pacer announcer, you'll get a ring.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That made me like Reggie a little more still.
Then what?
I mean, a little more as a player when he shoved Jordan and hit the shot. As much
I mean,
as I hated him that moment, after when Jordan retired, I was like, yeah, I'm a Reggie fan.
It's ballsy to do that against a player like Jordan.
I give it to Reggie. That's why it made me even more angry.
Yeah. You know, I got a question now, because it almost, I know that we're going on about. The game against New York, wasn't that kind of similar?
That's what it was. That's when how they did the choke thing. It was supposed to be about that. But that's what I was like.
No, didn't he push off the defender? Like
that's what they try to say. But
he got the inbound. He pushed him off, and then he ran back towards.
It was, but he stumbled to. Again, it's another thing. Like the guy came at him, and I guess there was contact. Well, you know when there's if I'm stumbling,
contact in it too.
They both had contact with each other. It's
like
okay.
Someone had to initiate it. If you look back at the play,
but I don't know.
It's like to steal the inbound, he pushed him off, then got the ball.
Okay, what was it? He hit a shot, and then, but you remember what it was? It was an inbounder screwed up on the inbound too, because he was and I think he was trying to pass to someone, but then messed it, wanted to go somewhere else, and that's what screwed it up. But what I think it was on the defense. Like we come in.
So I'm Reggie.
You're Reggie, and we're coming.
So I'm getting the ball.
No, we're trying to do it. And you hit your three, right? You hit your three, right?
I'm the defender.
Now you're coming back.
I'm Reggie. I'm the defender. Yes.
Now you're defending. Now I try to get the ball. I might come at you and now turn.
Right.
There's the contact, but it's between both of us. You can't really be like.
But if you look at the play, he pushes him off, gets it.
But again, I could have pushed off of you too, because I come here and I turn around now. This is me still. I'm still. I know what you're doing is defending my push off of you, right? But now I do that and I stumble, but because I stumble, I'm still stumbling ahead. That's what it was. He kind of tripped with him, and his hands were like that, so he did that. I knocked him, got him. The
I
So
guess
you could
the
call
way
a
they,
foul,
yeah.
but it's one of those like.
It's
ticky-tack.
playoff basketball.
Yeah.
I don't see the. So you can, I mean, essentially you can make the argument.
Again, it wasn't as blatant as when you pushed Jordan, but
You can make the argument. You could essentially make the argument in all three cases. Then, if this was a regular season basketball, a foul could have been called legit on any one of those plays. But because I think it's playoffs. Now, for those of you that obviously watch NBA playoffs year after year, the refs tend to let things go when it comes to the playoff atmosphere. So.
Yeah.
In all those three cases during the regular season, maybe you could pick one of those and say, yeah, a foul should have been called. But because these are all the playoff atmospheres, I think the right move not to call a foul was legit. Still,
Yeah,
I still want to poll.
You know
I still
why?
want people to poll to see which one is a legit foul, the Jordan or the Reggie Miller one. But different
But
parties.
that one there, I think the reason they didn't call it because one, the ball wasn't in play, and it's two guys kind of fighting for a spot almost. Like they weren't, like nothing was really happening. Everyone was just jockeying for position. So like, who am I really gonna call a foul on? And the guy kind of fell. It wasn't like he was pushed. He fell. He fell himself too. So it just kind of coincided with them tangling up, right? It's like I'm slipping, but you're near me, so I make it look like it kind of looks like you knocked me down because the ref looked at the wrong time or a second too late. But
You know who we need as a judge? Steve Jobs, hit us up.
yes.
We know you're NBA retired. We know that you're NBA retired ref. Hit us up. We need you to decide this. All right? We need your expertise. All right. Damn, that was loud on sports.
I know.
All right, what do we got next, brother?
Okay. I like this one.
All right, you want to bring it up? Or you want me to say it? Doesn't matter.
We'll never do this. We'll go into the. I guess this would be kind of relationship aspect of life, or whatever it is. All right, so
You want to do it?
I'll do this one. Okay, so you had a relationship. You were in a relationship. Let's see. We'll say we'll put a few years behind your relationship. So you guys were dating. We'll say maybe 4 years. Say 4 or 5 years. Okay. Now you guys, whatever happens, you guys break up. It's a somewhat decent breakup. There's no feelings here and there, but it's nothing like terrible. No one's like slandering each other. No one's bashing each other, whatever, right? So now you guys are done. You separate, whatever.
Sorry, this is after dating for a few years.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like it's not a year, but a couple years.
4 or 5 years. You guys are dating for 4 or 5 years.
It was pretty solid.
It's pretty solid. You had your issues, obviously here and there, but nothing. It's not like you broke up for like a year and you got back together. Maybe you guys fought, whatever. You had your things. You separated maybe a week or whatever, got back, whatever. But 4 or 5 years is basically solid, right? You guys are done. You guys kind of move on. You still kind of keep contact, know what's going on with each other's lives, but it's whatever. Now you get your own partner. You meet someone. You're together. Now, is flexing on the gram or Facebook with your new significant other, your new boo, immediately after a breakup, is that cool? Is that a good flex, or is that like corny? Is that something you shouldn't do? Should you wait? Is there like obviously not the next date, right? But okay, let's just say we'll do different time periods. Say okay, 3 months. We'll just say 3 months, and now you've met someone and you guys are dating.
Yeah. So this can be a tricky situation or it can be plain and simple, right? And this is what I mean by tricky. I'll start with the tricky part first. Right? So the tricky part first is time has passed, right? Let's just say hypothetically. So it's been 3, 4 years, right? Time has passed. And
No, you're dating 3, 4 years.
you were dating for 3
You've
years.
only broken. I'm going by different tiers.
Yeah.
You've broken up. It's 3 months now. You've been broken up.
Cool.
You met someone,
Cool.
and you guys say, okay, we're gonna try and make this work.
Gotcha.
First question: do you think 3 months is too short after dating 4 or 5 years to get into a new relationship? Like have a
Yeah,
girlfriend,
I-
like a legitimate title girlfriend. each other out. We're just talking. Like,
I
legit title.
think that's cool. Me personally, I think.
I mean,
some people
I think
may,
that's kind of quick.
some people may disagree.
Yeah.
I think 3-4 months after breaking up, that's
And it's
too.
not a terrible relationship.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's not, you had it for 4 or 5 years. It wasn't terrible. It was like, it really was good. Even an inkling of marriage talk was in there too, right? There was some marriage talk. But okay, say 3 months I think would be, in a relationship like that, yeah, I think that's kind of fast to get a new partner.
I agree.
But okay.
So I'm gonna throw in a couple variables here, and the variable is this, right? So if we're just gonna use your girl for example. If a person's girl, starts dating, and you haven't,
Yeah.
right? So let's say she jumped into a relationship, right? And she started dating, and boom, a post comes up, right? And I'm thinking about just her side, right?
Yeah.
You kind of feel like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That's, now if you're mature, that's probably gonna push you to go out there and find someone else, and now you're posting something on social media. At that point, you look like a cornball.
Yeah.
Right? Now, for her to jump into a relationship that quick, and she's posting on whatever social media site, it could be legit that she's found somebody that's treated her right, that loves her, she's in a good space, and she wants to celebrate it by posting on social media. It depends on where your heart is. Now, if she's not really in love with this person, and she's just posting for the heck of it, that's not a flex. That's corn ass move, right? Either way, it still looks bad on the guy because he didn't post anything first. Regardless if 2 months later now he's gonna put something. Oh yeah, she kind of beat you to the punch, son. You know what I mean? Now, is it? It depends on where your heart is. That's the main answer. I don't feel it necessary. I still think the time frame is too quick, right? Okay. It looks bad. A portion of it looks bad on you because other people looking at it, wow, you jump from one relationship to the other quite quickly, right? And then it also looks bad on the guy because he hasn't done anything, so they're now punking him, right?
Yeah.
To me, I think there should be a minimum of at least a year before anybody posts anything.
Okay.
But just make sure after that year, you're the first person to do it.
What about dating? Okay, so I guess there's kind of two parts to it, right? Because there's the dating and then there's the posting of it. So, do you think? Okay, 3 months is short. Okay, let's say.
No, we'll keep with them.
Okay, say they were dating. Say you found someone after 3 months. Just
got you.
You know, you found someone 3 months, and now this person wants to date. Like they say, okay, I want the title of girlfriend. I don't want to just thing whatever, right? Are you cool with giving the title, but you're like, we're not posting anything. I'm not putting it out there. I'm not saying, hey, we're not promoting that we're dating right now.
Ooh.
Is that I guess is that okay? Not boasting about it, but doing it. I mean, it's still I still think it's short. But
You know what's funny about this? I'm not running away from the question.
yeah, no.
But what's funny about this is, why is social media the judge of
So,
life?
I know.
Why is it? Why
Yeah.
is social
I
media
know.
the Like, why does social media have to be the definitive
I know.
answer whether or not you're together or not? Like before social media, if you guys are together, there's nothing to post, right?
It's just a matter of telling people.
Right. You told this friend, in high school, it's spread around, oh, this person's dating this person.
Yeah.
There was no, okay, well, are they serious? If they're serious, write it on a piece of paper, make sure everybody knows.
Yeah, that's kind of what that is. Like, put it on paper.
And spread it around to the school. You know what I mean?
Or get like a shirt or something
Like a
that
tag.
says, I'm dating
I'm
this
dating.
person. Yeah.
Or when you're in a breakup, put on a piece of paper.
And
Complicated.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh, your status on Facebook says it. It's like, so what?
But to go
Like,
back,
Go ahead.
to answer your modern day point, right? Speaking of today's era, to prevent anybody else from intruding on your budding relationship, yes, I can see that, okay, I want everybody to know that I was single, but not in a relationship. So if you're getting, what do you call it now? Not into the DMs.
Yeah.
Slide into, what do they call it?
Yeah,
What do they call it now?
yeah,
Slide into your
yeah,
DMs, right?
yeah.
So if you're getting DMs and all that, and you're getting people leaving stuff on their pages, you put on there that your status is now not single, you're in a relationship, all right, that means back off, right? So in that sense, yes, I get the importance of putting it out there that you're in a relationship, so it fends off other people. But if you're just doing it as a corny comeback,
Yeah, trying to save
trying
face.
to
just
save
show
face, trying to show off.
Yeah.
To me, I find that whack. I'm just saying though, if you're gonna do that, make sure you're counting 365 days, and you're able to post it.
Have it set.
You're supposed to pull that trigger.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
just have it set for that date. Just have it scheduled
And
to post.
another corny thing is, yo, if you're gonna don't do like some evil shit where you're posting it like on your your anniversary or the birthday. You know what I mean? That is corny. That's corny. You know what I mean? Or Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? Because you can post that shit on Valentine's Day, but it doesn't mean that she don't like your gift and you guys are breaking up 2 days later. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't see this whole I know the whole posting stuff. I don't think anyone should feel forced to post the other, like whether they're in a new relationship or not, or if they break up or not, because no one puts the negative stuff out there anyways.
Mhm.
You're only gonna know because they change their status. No one's gonna put a picture of the two of them standing together. Some people might.
Mhm.
Some people will do that. Like they'll post the negative stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm not against that either, because that's how it should. Like really, that's how Instagram and Facebook stuff should be. Like the good and the bad, you should be posting, because a lot of people, everyone just posts the good, so everyone keeps thinking, oh wow, this person's life is so great. And I mean, you shouldn't be living your life looking at others, but come on now, that's just the world we live in, right? You look at stuff and you look and be like, oh, this person's went here, or this person's doing this person's doing that. And that's great. And what you gotta look to though is the gaps between when they don't post. That's probably when, I'm not saying always bad stuff's happening, but usually sometimes that's when some negative stuff's happening, they don't post that. People should post certain, not all of the bad things that are going on in your life, but just be like, yo, today was a bad day. You don't even have to say what it was.
Yeah.
Just say, today was a bad day. Boom. So at least everyone knows that.
But even then, like
You have down days and stuff. I don't have to guess, but everyone has a good day, a bad day.
Yeah. Do you feel as if it's people post just to get something off their chest, like legit?
Yeah.
They're so there's just exactly. So it's a therapeutic tactic, right? So they can't talk to their family members. They can't talk to their friends. So leaving these little breadcrumbs on social media makes it look like, okay, they're going through something relationship-wise. People may show concern or just leave a little heart emoji or a big note and say, little sign that they're there for you. And that aspect, if they're, without saying the status of your relationship, right? If you're instead of, forget about posting a picture, right? Just say that you're saying, I am in a relationship. Is that still considered corny, or is that, okay, that's fine?
No.
So I didn't post a picture of me, hugging up on a girl, or she's gonna post a picture of her leg on a man. They're just saying that their status has now changed from single to now being in a relationship.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, because it's just informing the people, your people. It's not you.
So it's not a flex.
No, because all you're saying is just the status.
Gotcha.
I mean, you're not like bragging on it.
That's
like,
right.
putting all this extra stuff that's unnecessary. It's just, hey, like if you've already had a status saying you're single, obviously you change it. Like if you're with someone, put it. If you didn't have no status up and you just want, I don't think it's corny, but it's like, okay, why did we need to know that? We didn't know you were single before.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that. But
Not
just
more-
put it up there and just saying, hey, I'm just changing my status.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, in a relationship now. That's it.
Okay, not corny.
No.
Okay, your ex a week later changes their status. Is that now corny, or
Now,
should-
were they
I wouldn't
already in the relationship before me? change it, but now
No.
I get into one, I
Yeah.
change mine, and then
Yeah,
you change
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I know you changed it because I changed mine. I don't know if it's corny, but it's a corny as in like, I don't care, corny, like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm curious as to why you changed it now,
Yeah.
but okay, I mean, if I'm her boyfriend, I might, and I'm paying attention to all that, I might want to question, like, so how come you changed it now?
No, well, there
You
should,
changed it.
well, there shouldn't be any more conversations.
You didn't want to claim me until he did. Were you trying to get back with him? Now that you know he's thing, now you can put that like, you know what I mean? But outside of that, me just being me, and I'm not. If I'm just the ex, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing the same thing I'm doing after I do it, then I'm gonna
That's
like, okay.
Yeah, that's too
Now
much.
you're just being a little extra, but
Yeah. But poll that. That's another poll. So, is flexing on any social media or posting on any social media site after a breakup that you're in a relationship via words or pictures of your new boo, is that corny? Is it a flex, or is it just a legit way to show others that you're in a relationship, you're in a happy space, and you moved on? You guys decide. What do you guys think?
And how long should it be?
Yeah.
If you want, you can put how long should you wait
Good
before
point.
you post that?
Good point. Good point. Good point.
All right.
What do you got next?
Quick thing. Do some parenting.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you want to ask this one?
All right, cool.
All right.
All right,
So
so
all the parents out there, so all the single people, I mean, you can listen if you want.
Yeah,
We'd
so-
love for you to.
yeah, whether you're a single parent or
You might get some laughs out of this,
Yeah.
and this might even secure your non-parent living. You know
as a
what I
matter of fact, if you guys have kids, bring them to the room right now. This is the part of the show that we encourage you and your daughter or your son to come and listen in, and we'd love to get their intake, or I'd love for you to put what they think they should do at the age of being available to work. So the question is, at what age are you making your kids pay for rent, or do you let them live with you rent-free until they finally move out? So I'm sure that this is a very popular question amongst a lot of parents. I'm sure this has come up numerous times.
Even with different races.
different
You know,
races.
It handles it differently.
Yeah. I can confidently say within the black community, we want our kids to get out there in the workforce and start paying some bills ASAP.
Or
I mean,
the house.
now,
Or the household itself.
I'm not too sure how it is in the white community. Wherever community, I know the Asian community may think alike, right? I don't want to put anybody in a box here, but I can speak confidently in my family scenario or in my community. When you're of age to work and you're of age to facilitate regarding paying bills, paying groceries, whatever, you should be able to. You should. That should be a welcome responsibility. Now, the question is, though, at what age? So, if your son or daughter can start working at the age of 16, right?
Okay.
Do you give them some time to start helping out, or do you want them to help right away?
Now, like most households, it all depends on how you're contributing, not necessarily money-wise, but what you're doing, your part in the family. 16, I'm not expecting you to get a job. You're supposed to be in school. That is your job, like they say.
Okay.
School is your job. That is the kid's job,
Good point.
right? They go to the same, just as long as the parent does when they go to work. Oh, well, maybe not just as long, but almost like that, right? You're school's what? 9 to 3? Somewhere around there, usually.
Which of the
School.
the hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 to 3.
Basically, 3:30 some places, I think.
Yep.
Not high school, not like elementary school.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, 16 high school. Okay, we'll do high school because you're not elementary school. So high school is what? Usually what? I don't know now. We were going was what, 8:45 or something like that to
I think it was like 9 to 2:40 or something.
something like that. So we'll just say okay, 9 to 2:40 or something like that. All right. Now I know in regular work it's supposed to be like 9 to 5, but okay, you're teenagers. You're not really going to be thinking. So you kind of get that is your job. If you're doing that and you do it to the best of your ability, I'm not expecting you to always have bring A's home. But as long as you're trying and you put your effort forward, listen. I expect you to get in trouble here and there, but nothing major, you know what I mean? No cops are bringing you home, not getting calls or nothing like that. You don't have to contribute money-wise.
Okay.
Do your school. I will take care of whatever it is needed.
16.
16,
Okay, keep going.
right? 16, 7. Listen, as long as you're in school and you're doing, and that's your focus, and you're showing this is my, and this is going towards what it is, whatever career you want, I have no problem taking care of just necessity things, and maybe even now and then things maybe that you want, because that like, I can't expect you to do school and get a job. That's too much because you have to study. You have to do all that stuff. You got to study, you got to do all that. When is the time you're going to do that? I don't want you stressing. You shouldn't be 16, 17 stressing about life that seriously. Like, all you should be stressing about is pimples, the girl that you like, if she likes you back, learning to drive, and where you're going to hang out with your friends on the weekend. That's really should be your stress. You shouldn't be worrying about bills and food and like major food. Like, you want a little snack here and there, or you want to get some junk, whatever it is, okay, you can do it yourself. I will take care of the basics. Provide a home, food, clothes. What I have to do.
Okay.
Right? I will do all that thing. So if you're in school, work is not really an issue for at least from 16, maybe when you get to about 20, 21, 22, like, it all depend on how everything's going. But if you're in school and you're doing what you're supposed to do, I will take care of it. I have no problem, and I can do it. I have no problem taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and you not having a job to contribute that way. If you're effing around and you're not doing anything, you're not going to school, or you're not taking school seriously, you're just goofing around and all that stuff, then yeah, you need to get a job.
Okay.
You need to contribute some way.
Okay. All right. All valid points. So I'm going to throw you just a little
Yeah,
bit
that's what we gotta do.
bonus. So what if they actively do look for a job, right? So what if they're proactive? So they're 16, 17,
Yeah.
they're like, mom, dad, I got a nice job at whatever, McDonald's, the movie theater,
Okay.
whatever store, and they're making a decent amount of money, right? And they're able to sustain a high level of grades. So they're getting 80s, they're getting 70s, they're getting 90s, they're passing all their classes, right? They don't have a girlfriend, they don't have a boyfriend, so they have $300, $400 left
You
over.
really have no responsibilities.
They have no responsibility. That's my point. Sorry, good. They have no responsibilities financially. Do you at that point still expect them to contribute? So they have nothing to pay for. Would you say, hey, listen, the light bill is this high?
I don't want, that's not their responsibility. I know parents who do that, right? But it really isn't their responsibility. That's yours. That's the parents' responsibility. Like, the light.
What about this? They're still eating out of house and home. The lights are on.
Okay.
No,
Sorry.
these
You
are
know what?
honest
My
numbers.
bad. My mind keeps reverting back. I keep looking at kids' age.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting we're doing the 16, 17 scenario.
Yeah.
But again, okay, so 16, 17.
Remember, they've taken on responsibility to get a job.
They have a job here. Listen, I'm not going to ask them to contribute.
Yeah.
If we're not struggling, everything's fine. Me and the wife are able to take care of the bills, whatever it is. No, I'm not going to ask you to contribute. You want to get a job? I'm going to let you know, listen, you don't have to. This is what you want to do. If it gets stressful and it's affecting your school, I need you to quit.
Gotcha.
Right? We're not more parties. Right? You want to contribute? Now, if they want to contribute, I don't want to say no, because I don't want it to possibly later on develop if other people say no. I just don't want them to get a thing of not having to contribute or feeling like they don't need to offer. So they can offer. Now, there's no issues with the money at any point, I'll take their money, but I'll put it aside.
Smart.
Or I'll tell them, you know what, save it. Now, if I feel like they might have a little issue with the money, because you know you're making money, you're gonna spend money, right? Now I see that okay, they're not really saving. If I know they're not really saving it, then I would hold it myself. I'll take the money, act as if they're paying. I'm not even gonna tell them I'm holding it. I'm gonna take it as if they're actually paying, and I'm using it to pay the rent or whatever it is. But I'm gonna put it aside and I'm gonna hold it, right? Because I can see they're not the greatest with their money, but it's not to a point where they're coming to us asking for money.
That's
They're
right.
maybe just not saving great. But okay, so I would do that, and then later on when they're ready to move out or whatever they want to do, then I know hey, I held this aside. This is for you. You can do this or whatever it is. If they want to contribute, if they need, and say if things are hurting and we need a little money and they contribute, I will try and take the least amount out of it and still try and save. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna stop them from contributing, but I'm gonna show them. I'm not gonna put the burden on them, but I'm gonna let them know, hey, this and this. Okay, you know what? You know what you want to do? Don't worry about contributing here. Pay for your cell phone. When they get a car, okay, pay for your insurance. Let them pay for certain things.
Oh, when they get their car.
Definitely.
When you're in your first year of insurance?
No. I'll put them under me. Because no. You know why? Because if you let them under, it's gonna be a shit. No, you put them under you, but you still take money from them.
Right.
Until
that first accident and your rates go up, you might want to go on your own.
But that's life, right? Like they gotta learn that too, right? Same with you. When you were it was the same. That's what we got. You can't forget.
Yeah, my mom ran that risk.
You can't forget. We were kids too. We wanted the exact same thing they're asking is what we asked for.
Yeah.
So I can't be like, oh yeah, I'm being real strict on them. They say, listen, my mother let me use her car and all that stuff. I was under her insurance. I didn't have to pay for it myself or whatever. It was like it wasn't dirty or anything, but it was, you still covered my portion or whatever it is. So I'm not gonna go to my child and nope, you have a car, nope, you gotta pay for yourself only. No. But I will if they can afford to do it. I will. As I said, I will take it. They need to learn to be able to pay things and know that hey, the money you get from your job, all of it isn't going to you. Like it's gotta go out. Like when you get older, what you think you're making is not what you're getting. They come and take out their pocket first, and they leave you with stuff left.
And they'll learn that really quick.
Get a business first, then it's the other way around. Then they'll let you spend and then take after. But you'll learn all that later. But yeah, with my kid, with that, if you're doing your schoolwork, you don't have to worry about giving money if you have it or having to have a job. If you want to get a job, a side job that's not affecting you, boom, do that. You get a little cash on the side. Hopefully you save it up. If you can't save it, then we'll put it aside for you. If somehow we need you to contribute to the household, we can figure that out. But I don't think you should have to contribute to the household if you're playing your role as my child and you're being a student. You're a student. You do your thing. Don't act a fool. You want to be grown? Sure. be ready for grown stuff.
See, this is why I appreciate working with this man across the because you always need a dynamic of a difference of opinion. That's how things flow.
That's how it's supposed to be.
So I'm not gonna say I fundamentally disagree with you,
Okay.
but I'll drive a different lane.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right, but there's some aspects that you did hit upon that do make sense.
Yeah.
And that I do agree with.
Like
I agree with some things that you said. But I am gonna say, with me, with Palia, Theo, and Joseph, whatever, if once you reach an age, and I'll agree with you, if your ass ain't in school and you're not showing an initiative to get an education, Palia, Theo, your asses are working. There's no argument. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We can share the same last name. But you're working. If you don't want to go to school and you show no interest in getting higher learning, your ass is going to go into the workforce. And you're going to earn a paycheck. And your punishment is contributing towards the house. Now, yes, you're going to have money left over for you. It's your job. You're working.
Yeah.
You're absolutely entitled to hold back that money, but call it severe, and also call it an opening to how the real world is. You don't have an education. You don't want to go to school. I am going to take your money. I'm going to penalize you, right?
Yeah.
If you want to hold on to your
Yeah.
money, right? If you want to hold on to your money, and you want to show that, listen, I'm working hard, I can handle my responsibilities, I can do school, and I can work, keep your money, right? You're showing your responsibility. I have no problem with you keeping your money, but you have to go to school, right?
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I'm kind of aligned with you.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas the point where if you're working and you can juggle school and you're doing good, tell you what, save your money.
Yeah.
If we can handle it as parents,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
right?
Same thing. Yeah.
And as long as you're not spending it on stupidness, understand? Like, I'll admit to you all, right? Back in the day, man, as you know, I've told this guy off camera before, so when did I start working? 16, 17, when I was working at McDonald's. Listen, I ain't ashamed to admit it. And all you people that are working at, I'm not going to name drop anybody, but you know who you were. Carrier Drive, Albion Mall, Kipling Avenue. You guys know the location. Dixon, those McDonald's days. We were earning $6.40 an hour. Understand? And with my little $200, $300, $400 check, video games, basketball cards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going on dates with girlfriend, taking taxis. There was no Uber back in that day. You know, taxis
Taxi,
cost
TTC,
money.
yeah.
Right? Never cost. So these things cost money.
Walk.
So at a younger age, I was stupid, right? And my grades were up to par, right? Now, if I was my own parent, and my mom did an excellent job parenting me and disciplining me, but if I was my own parent being more strict, right, I would have said to myself, right, I would have said to my younger self, all right, you're working, you're also going to school. Because you're not doing that good in school, and because you're using up my lights, and because you're eating my food, I'm taking a portion of your check. Now, you can see that as punishment for not concentrating on what you're supposed to be doing and spending it on frivolous, stupid stuff, right? So, going back to my current situation, once my kids are of age to work, if they are doing good in school and they're earning a decent paycheck, it would be nice if they said, here, Dad, here's a little $20. Here, Dad, here's a little $40. Remember, this day minimum wage ain't the same as friggin'
No.
back in the day minimum wage.
Yeah.
Like, right, what's minimum wage now, by the way? What is it?
15.
15? Yo. 15, I can tell you right now what I can do with $50 an hour. Understand?
But you do remember, you gotta also remember cost of living has gone up too. It's not the same cost of living
That's-
back then, but
that-
we're making minimum wage.
That's very true. But
But I hear what you're saying.
hold on a second.
I do hear what you're saying.
Because we know the cost of living right now, we're actually keeping our kids at home now because we know what the cost of living is outside.
Yeah.
Right? So because we know that cost of living outside is really high right now, majority of us are keeping our kids here longer, right? So they're banking all that money. $20 is nothing. I don't know, I can't do the math, I'm not a mathematician, but $15 an hour times 8, times that 5 days a week, times that every 2 weeks, how much are you pulling in a month? Right? You're telling me $50?
As a teenager.
As a teenager.
Responsibilities, yeah.
You're telling me
that's a lot of money.
$50 is gonna hurt you? Right? So
What you're saying.
to end my point, I think that definitely if you're not going to school, you're working. You're working. If you dropped out at 16, 17, 18 and you're not going to school, give me some of that paycheck. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you are working and you're going to school and your grades up to par, like you said,
That's basically it.
contribute.
That's basically what it is. And when you break it down, it's just if you're in school,
Mm-hmm.
be a student, do what, put full effort,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all you need to focus on.
Now, if your parents that have 20, 25-year-old, 30-year-old at home, and they're not in school and they ain't working, this conversation's over.
go around, party at night when they want to, buy drinks, whatever it is, but they're not working or they're not even like helping you in a sense. Maybe if they're not even working, but they're not doing anything around the house. Maybe they're not doing the chores. If they're taking care of the whole house, because for some reason they can't get a job, whatever it is, but they're, you know, they're at home taking care of the house, keeping it clean, all of that, something. That too. You got to do something, kind of thing, right?
Is that okay with you though?
I'm not
So
gonna
they're
say,
not working, they're not in school, but they're doing chores.
I'm not gonna say it's okay if you're actively looking for a job, because you know it is hard. It is kind of hard, right? And I don't want. I would prefer for you to look for a job that you want to do or something that I know you'll keep around, rather than jump to a job for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh, I don't like this job, I'm out. And I can jump to another job 2, 3. I don't like this job, I'm out. If I know you're pursuing a job, you're looking, this and that, you're actually out there, putting out resumes, you're getting back. And you're getting responses too. Maybe they're saying you're overqualified. Maybe they're saying you're not qualified enough. But whatever it is. And you're doing that, and I'm here working, I'm like, listen, you have money, but you know what? Keep the house clean. Do chores, clean the yard, whatever it is. If I gotta take me to my appointment, if I can pick it, whatever you doing, all of that stuff, I can tolerate that. I can deal with that until you get rich. That's not gonna be for the rest of your life now. That's not. It's not gonna be like, hey, let me just take care of the house and no. That's not gonna happen for the rest of your life. But in a situation, special circumstance, we can negotiate that out. That's not gonna be an option, an everyday option. It's a special circumstance where that can we can use that as a payment in a sense. But yeah, have a job, contribute if you can. If you can't, make sure you're doing something with your life.
Oh! Kind of a segue, but it's on topic. Unless you got something else to add. Why don't you repeat that?
Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So, let's just say, let's say your son or daughter get a job that is socially unacceptable. E.g., they work in a weed dispensary. So they're 17, 18 years old. They work in a weed dispensary, right? Or they work at a strip club as a waitress or a waiter, right? They're contributing. Yay or nay? I mean, it's a legit question.
Okay.
So now we're putting the type of job that they're using to help towards the bills of the house. Does that matter?
Okay. All right. Welcome everyone. So what we're talking about now, the job contributing. It's what job they have to contribute. Okay.
Gotta answer, man.
No, I know, and it's a good question. That's what you got to think about. People who just pop off. I mean, maybe they've been thinking about it for a while, but I can't. Are they home? Do you mean like they live at home still, or this is just aside from this has nothing to do?
Either or, doesn't matter.
This is their job. This is their job.
So they're working, they're in school, but they have a job that, again, I'm just naming. There's probably.
If they have to do a job that they're not happy with, that they bear.
It's socially unacceptable. Maybe socially.
Again, I don't care about all the time what social society thinks, because a lot of stuff society will shit on. They'll agree on something else that isn't good either. So, but just an aspect of the questions you're asking for socially, you know what? I might want to be like, listen, I'll take care of you until you can find that.
Anytime I hear this man say they might, I know that there's something coming up. Alright, what if they're like 21, 22, 23? You say if they're at home, right? Alright, they're at home, but they're at home working on OnlyFans. Yo, they're like a good, cool $500 here.
Okay, listen, at the end of the day, listen, okay, do your job, do what you gotta do. If there's something you gotta do that you don't want me to know about, then that's on you to either continue to do it or not. Like, I hope you don't,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna be the hypocrite and be
Hypocrite. You're gonna go on OnlyFans too?
I'm not on OnlyFans, but
He's on,
I'm not against.
he's on OnlyFans.
I mean, obviously, I'm on OnlyFans. I can't tell my child now you can't be on there either. Like, shoot, let's collab, do a video. But I'm just saying.
So if they're legit saying mom, dad,
Okay, listen.
they're legit saying mom, dad, I know you guys need help with the bills. I'm not really feeling the school thing, right?
Well, BZ.
But I'm not really feeling the school thing, right? I'm starting my own entrepreneurship at home on a site called OnlyFans, right? I can give you like a cool.
Okay. Listen, honestly, okay, I like it for OnlyFans doesn't have to be.
They're like 20.
You don't gotta be nude on there, so there's no excuse for you to be on there nude. Hey, if someone wants to pay you money for you to show your toes, or for you to chew loudly into a microphone, do you, man? Do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna hate on that. I'm not gonna hate on that. I mean, okay, now if it comes, I know you're really trying to ask if it comes to the naked stuff or that type of controversy stuff. Yo, you know what?
And they're already
You're grown. You're of age. You're grown.
We're grown now.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna shun you. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're not my child anymore. I'm gonna disown you. I can't do that. I can't do that to my child. Just be safe. Like,
And make sure the rent's on time.
garner yourself. But I mean, that's if they live at home. If they're not living at home, then I really can't.
You can't say
Just
shit.
I can say something.
You can't.
No.
Fuck you mean, dad? I live with you.
You can say it. They don't have to listen to you and follow through on what you request or what you ask. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyone can say what they want. You can say what you want. It's a matter of the person's going to take what you say and listen to you. They don't have to. They're not. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping you wouldn't. But if you have to, do what you got to do. Be the best at it. Make those dollars.
Be the best.
Don't be shit. I'm sorry. You cannot be on something and be the worst at it. So wait, you're gonna show hold on, think about it. Think about it. You're gonna do these things on the internet, make no money, and what, brag about it? What are you gonna brag about? You're not even the top in your field. You don't make any money.
So
What are
you
you bragging about?
say if your 23, 22-year-old sibling, son or daughter is garbage at OnlyFans.
Get the hell off! I will write OnlyFans, please. Get this person off. Delete their account. No, why are you on here? You're embarrassed. Now you're just embarrassing yourself.
You're embarrassing the family, actually.
That too, but I mean, you're embarrassing yourself. Your face is out there. Like, you know, I mean, someone coming to me, but whatever.
Yeah.
You're embarrassing yourself now. That's what they say. If you're gonna do something, if you're gonna be the best at it.
Like, bro, like,
Don't be terrible. That's it. If you're gonna be a thief, be the best thief.
yo, you're sitting on OnlyFans with an ingrown toenail? Yo, the frig is that?
No, listen.
That's embarrassing.
If someone likes that, and
Someone likes that, there's something wrong with
if they're making money off of it, that's the whole point of OnlyFans. I'm sorry. That's the whole, it's to make friends. Don't tell me you're going on there, I just want to show my stuff. Then you can do that anywhere. The whole point is to make money. Make your money, make your dollars, do what you gotta do, and move on. Be comfortable, own what it is. Don't be embarrassed now if someone comes up to you and now you're, oh my gosh. No, we're not doing that. If you're gonna do something, do it all the way. My child wants to be, I hope they wouldn't want to be on there, but if situation and they feel they need to go on there and do it, then
Change your last name?
have to change it.
I'm playing with you, brother.
Do you?
I'm playing.
Honestly, you know what? Way back, you would feel this shame of. But nowadays, the stuff that goes out there, the stuff that's put, and stuff people blatantly put out there on the internet just for
Money?
likes and to be popular for, I don't know how long they think that's really gonna last.
And something
But
like,
whatever you're doing, it's probably not even that.
some of them make a legit coin. You know what I mean? And again, like you said, it's for stupid. That's not just OnlyFans. It can sound anything like YouTube, Instagram. There's monetary value in certain stuff that you put out there that has no skill level attributed to it whatsoever. It's just what people are attracted to, right?
Yeah.
And so, to go along with your point, if my son or daughter want to use a modern day way of making money, e.g., the internet, as long as in a
Which is the way now.
as long as it's in a tasteful, let me say tasteful, but as long as it's in a way that doesn't put down the family name and doesn't hurt you in the long run, right? Because remember, whatever you put on the internet now may hurt you 5 years, 10 years from now, right?
Yeah,
So you gotta think ahead, right? So as long as they're doing something on the site, and if they're contributing to the household, if they're saying, hey mom, I made this amount of money from doing my social media thing, here's $500. It's kind of hard for me to turn that down. If they're giving it to me, right?
Oh, yeah.
If they're giving it to me to help, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah.
$1,000, kind of helps. You know what I mean?
All I'm saying is own it. Whatever you're doing, just own what you're doing.
Yeah.
Be able to back up or explain whatever it is,
Mhm.
and go about your business. And not everyone's gonna be happy with what you do. It doesn't matter.
That's
You
true.
could be you have the nicest job in the world, and
Mhm.
people are gonna criticize you about it for something. So as long as you own what you're doing, do it. If you can step up and be fine with it, that's fine. I'm not gonna disown you. All that disown your child, and I don't care what it is you do. I'm not gonna disown you.
Yeah.
Right? I can't do that. I created you. Maybe part of what it is you are could be because of me. I don't know.
You guys think I'm lying. I'm telling you, this guy has an OnlyFans account. I'm not counting.
Soon, when this goes up, I just don't know what I'm gonna do on there yet.
DJ Troyo.
Not DJ naked.
TJ, you subscribing to that?
Nah,
I hope not.
I'm good.
I hope you don't.
Jen, that's all you. That's all you.
Send people. Send
That's
people.
all you.
Send people.
I'll send the word.
All right. You got any topics you want me to end this one off with?
Let me see what I got. Thanks, guys. No, we don't need this one. I don't need to share this one.
Want me to list off the last one?
Let me see if I had one. I think I got something. Did I have one here? Oh, maybe. Hold on. Let me see.
How are we doing with TJ?
Go with yours. We'll go with yours, and then I can pop one off as a random also. So these are random, right?
This is random, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I can random after.
All right, so we got a random question out there. All right.
This
This is
is
a
Let's
what's
try this.
the abbreviation? What would you do? WWYD.
Yeah, what would you do?
What would you do? Your girl is getting the crap beat out of her by a next girl bigger than her and also bigger than you. Do you step in and save her and throw hands with this bigger girl just to save your girl? Or do you run and call for help? So, in no way, shape, or form are we promoting any type of violence towards opposite sex as it pertains to
Self-defense right now in this moment. That's what it ends up being. We're in self-defense mode.
We're not promoting any physical violence, period. Whether it be man versus female, female versus man. Especially if it's a male versus a female, right? Wrong one. But in this particular situation, if you have like some 400, 500-pound gorilla beating up on your 100-pound soaking wet girlfriend, like boom, 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 boom. She's almost on life support, right? Do you step in and do you beat up on the girl, the bigger girl? Or do you just try to separate them as best as you can? Or try to get some help? What do you do?
Okay, so the scenario now is
Male
she's
versus
on top.
a female.
She's on top. No. She's rushed my significant other.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they're in a fight now. Okay, are we doing this from the beginning? I seeing this from the beginning, or I
You're
pop
seeing it
up
from
on the
start to
scene?
finish. Okay.
I see from start. That's what.
Okay. So what you're seeing, I'll make it even sweeter, right? So you're seeing something that's about to go down. You see this 500-pound gorilla approaching your 100-pound girlfriend. She's taking off gloves. She's taking off weave. She's taking off shoes. See, what's that? Fresh Prince? She's taking off the fingernails. And she's coming straight towards. She's coming straight towards you and your girl. But you know that.
Babe, you know her?
Yeah, I do know her. You got my back.
Why is she coming towards us?
Because she has a beef with me. Right? So she's coming.
Do you think you can take her?
Well, you're here, right?
Why are you still standing there? Why have you not turned around and ran yet? Why are we standing here?
Well, listen, I go up and Rex kicking the ass. I don't want from nobody. Right? She's coming towards me. She wants a problem.
I grew up in Maple.
I don't give a crap. You know what I mean? She's coming towards why? Right? She's coming towards me. I'm gonna throw some balls. Now I may lose.
You ready?
I may lose.
What we doing?
Right? But I'm defending my ground. I'm standing on 2 feet strong. You know what I'm saying? So she's coming towards me. I'm ready to fight. Boom! I'm down on the ground. Right?
Chris, she just walks up. She ignores me and just goes straight for you.
Yeah, she's gonna finish it. Her beef is with the girl. Right? She'll say, boom, 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 boom. You as a male, do you jump in?
I gotta shove her off. I gotta give her a good push right off of her.
Okay,
And then I pick my girl up.
A shove ain't working with this.
Yeah, it will.
Shove ain't working.
Yeah, it will.
Shove ain't working.
Yeah, it will. You can't tell me what's gonna not work.
Maybe a chicken burger I can
No.
but shove ain't working.
No. A shove will.
Actually, let's say the shove don't work. And you're shoving her.
When I say a shove, I don't mean I'm doing this.
Yeah, to you she's going like this.
Line back. Boom! I'm giving you a spear off of her. I gotta spear her off.
Okay, so you are approaching her strong.
Yeah, you're getting dealt with. I don't
Discriminate.
I don't see your what is it? Your
Gender?
sex. Yeah, your gender.
Okay. You got the phones rolling. You got people out with their phones. It's like, yo, this guy's beating a girl.
But again, I didn't say I was beating on her. I did not say. You see, you trying to get me arrested. You trying to get me in trouble.
TJ,
I said.
Did you just see the descriptive of him spearheading a female?
Is that beating up?
It's a spear.
I said I will push, and then this guy said, oh, well, no, you can't push. So, okay, I might have to shove her a little harder. So, yeah, I will spear her off, or I will get a little head start and just, knock her off. I didn't say I was going to stand there and beat up on her now. No. I'm going to knock her off,
Okay.
get her off my woman. I'm going to pick my woman up and get the fuck out of there. We gone. We leaving.
Okay. So the
I
bottom.
don't need to beat up. I don't need to beat up. She didn't attack me.
Okay, cool. Let me rephrase
Now-
that. Let me rephrase that.
No. Now.
Let me rephrase it. You're not beating her up, but you're throwing some balls.
I'm not throwing balls if I don't need. My whole thing is getting her off of her.
Okay.
Once I get her off, then I tend to my woman. Now, if Big Ting now wants to come and attack me,
Yeah.
now I will defend myself. I'm not gonna go over I will defend and do what I need to defend myself.
What if your girl doesn't help?
She can't help me. She just got beat up. I'm not expecting her to help.
I mean, you just helped her.
Yes, but she's not in a position to help me. So you're making it
But
worse.
she's from Alvin and Kipley.
But she can't help me.
But she's from Rexton.
That doesn't mean nothing where you're from.
You need to protect who you are.
Yeah.
You just protected her.
Okay.
She's gonna watch you get beat up.
But she can't help. So you're hurt.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna do what? Try to come and do what? Now you come and stumble and fall on me now. Or you stumble and ruin it for me because I was in a good position, but now you try to help and now you made it worse.
So you don't want your girl involved. You want to take
You
it
just got beat up. Recover a little bit. You can't. Your helping isn't gonna help.
Go take a time off.
Time out. Recover a little, or find something you can throw at them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you want to contribute, do it in that way. A weapon or something, sure. But like I said, I will knock her off, take my girl, and we'll leave. That would be the ideal scenario.
Okay.
But for social media, for ratings, for viralness, right now, if she were to attack me after because I knocked her off,
Yes.
she's feeling the way she's at,
Yeah.
comes at me, then I will defend myself.
Which what you mean by defend yourself, brother?
Exactly what I just said. I will defend.
Yeah, speak what you want to say. I'm gonna speak what I want to say.
If she, okay, if
She's
comes from
500 pounds, bro.
Okay,
She's
right.
bigger than you.
Okay, but think about that though. If I do knock her off of thing, she's not doing. You said she's 500 pounds. She's gonna be on her back like this. She can't roll over now. She can't get help. So she's done.
Okay.
Game done. We're over. Right? It's over. You just said she's 500. She's not getting up that easy to attack me. But okay, let's just say
I know you're ready.
Let's just say
I know you're running away from what you want to do.
Let's just say
Just
she
say what
gets
you're gonna
up
do. Yes.
and attacks me.
Yes.
She comes from behind and does one of these to me.
Yes.
Yeah, something's gonna. I'm getting them flowing. I don't see. Eyes closed. What the fuck is on me? What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't. And I'm doing it like that because if I get up, yes. Because if I get up, if she pulls me up and I get up and I do this, what? And I go like this.
Yeah.
That means I'm of sound mind. I know what's in front of me, and I'm personally going at you. But if someone just attacks me from behind after I'm saving someone, and someone grabs me, shit, what is that? What is that? And somehow I happen to elbow her. It's not my fault.
Not my fault.
I didn't attack. I'm self-defense. That is what I will do. What I need to do to get out of that situation. That's it.
Okay.
I will protect. So basically, it's a shove, pick up, and go. I'm not fighting.
You're not fighting.
I'm not. If I don't need to, let me not say I'm not fighting. If I can avoid it, I will. Just because, like you said, at the end of it, it's a woman. To a certain point, man or woman, after a certain point, it's not self-defense anymore. Then you're just beating the crap you're about to kill someone. Right? So that's why I don't want to get into the mode of, let me square up to fight someone. Because you will, like, especially if it's someone, like, being serious now, like, if you see someone, like, as your woman, like, you're going to clock out. You're going to want to damage that person that's in front of you, right? And in the moment, that's cool and good, but the way life is, it's not about in the moment. They all look at after and they'll be like, well, it's a woman. At the end of the day, it's still a woman and this and that. And okay, after a point, you didn't have to, it wasn't self-defense at a certain point, right? Like, she grabs you, turn around, and you just punch, okay? Cool, that's yourself. But now, I come towards you now, and now, boom, hit you again, boom, hit you again, boom. And now,
It's no longer.
now we're not in self-defense.
It's a different-
Yeah. And now, what was the point in that? Now, you're not with your woman no more, or whatever. You might get blocked up. Whatever. You're just causing more trouble for no reason.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not gonna stand there and just
Watch.
watch them get beat up like others may pull up my phone and no.
You're not wasting time by calling for help. You're getting actively involved.
As I'm doing it, I may yell out, someone call for help or something like that. Yeah.
As you're getting beat up for fire.
If I get no. If she's getting beat up, I'm gonna rush and be like,
Help!
no. I'll be like, boom, yo, someone call someone. And do what I gotta do or something like what yeah, within the aspect. But I don't know if I'm gonna stand there and go 911. Hey, my girl's getting beat up by some gorilla-looking woman. Yeah, can you get here as quick as you can? Yeah, no.
I don't think that one they'll be like, what are you doing? Oh,
All right, what is you gonna do, son?
what am I gonna do? So jokes aside, I'm gonna approach this very seriously. You guys can laugh if you want, but I'll approach it in a real life situation. So if my girl, wife, daughter, whoever the case may be, is getting extremely manhandled by a bigger, substantially bigger person, and they're close to friggin' getting knocked out unconscious or they're bleeding and death is knocking at that door. I'm seeing them as if this is the 500-pound gorilla.
Like it.
I'm seeing them as almost as a loaded weapon.
Okay, definitely.
That's how I'm approaching it. Now you guys may disagree. You may disagree.
No.
But if I'm literally seeing
Those
a
type of
loved
things.
one
Yeah.
getting beat up, I'm sorry to say it, but I look at it like it's a gun or it's a knife and they're close to dying. So I'm doing whatever I can do in my power to save my loved ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to use this as an example because I know it's far-fetched, but in the state of Florida, I'm pretty sure in other states, they have the whole stand your ground.
yeah.
Right? And stand your ground law is if you feel threatened in any shape, way, or form, or, and I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure, if one of your loved ones are being threatened in any shape, way, or form, I believe you have the authority and the right to save that said person, right? Whether it be by, again, I'm speaking about Florida, if you have a gun, whatever the case may be, you have a right to protect your property and yourself and your loved ones. So if I'm seeing my loved one getting beat to a pulp and they're close to dying, yes, I am throwing bowls. I am doing whatever it takes to save my loved ones. At that point in time, male, female, donkey, dog, skunk, whatever you are, I'm doing whatever I can to take you off my loved one from dying or getting knocked out unconscious, right? That's my responsibility. Now, it doesn't take away the fact that you do not lay your hands on a member of the opposite sex, right? You just don't, right? Now, I align with you saying that if you're beating up on this 500-pounder like boom, 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 and they got a tooth knocked out and they're now getting beat up by you, and effectively what you're doing isn't working, and you're just beating up on that person, then yeah, you can be seen as being the aggressor, just for the hell of it, right? But if it's to the point where you're doing whatever it takes to stop the fight, and you don't have a gun, you're not shooting a 500-pounder gorilla. You're just using your body to finish the situation or stop the situation. Me personally, I don't see a problem with me throwing bowls with somebody of the opposite sex if it means saving the life of my loved ones.
I will give you. Like I said, if it comes to that, then yes, if I need to get to that point, if I run into a scene and I see the person on top and they're going, I don't even know if I'm going to even bother to see if it's a male or female. I might come in with a kick straight to the head or something just to get them off, right? Then worry about that. I'm just saying, first, I'm going to try and knock them off of them. I know it's a woman in front of, two women fighting. I know it is a female. I may avoid that, like the punching and all that, if I can. But like you said, if there's someone that's super big, or depending on the position, however, my significant other is in, right? If the person's on top of them, whatever, I'm coming up, I'm knocking them off, right? I'm not gonna come up and try to just punch them in the face. I guess I could, and that it doesn't matter. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I'm just saying, my whole priority is just getting them off. Once I get them off, then I'm tending to her. This is what I'm saying. If I knock them off and now I get on top of them and I start wailing away, later on it's someone, someone might look at it and be like, well, they were trying to kill this person too now. They're beating up on them. They knocked them off. Why are they still going away on them? Because nowadays it's always the second person that's getting in trouble. It's not the initiator.
True.
It's always the person that comes in second, and that's what everyone sees. And now, they're the person that's in trouble. But my whole mission is just to get them off. Once they're off, I'm tending to my woman. Now, if that person wants to try and attack me again, then now it's different. Now you're coming at me. You're trying to fight me, knowing what the business. I'm not caring about.
You're blacking out.
I'm not. It's not a concern of you being a man, a woman, black, white, purple, green, gray, whatever. Body bag is all I see. That's what you are now, is a body bag. Done. Because now you're just making more for no reason. So as my concern is to get them off. Once I get them off, concern to them, if we can leave the scene, getting out of here. Let's just go. But if you have to defend, and it comes down to it, you need to get physical. Get physical. This is not a man-woman at a certain point. It's not just man-woman, and a lot of women know that, and will take that, knowing there's men around or whatever, and egg them on to do something. So that's a whole different story.
Can I throw in another little wedge there?
Well, that's what we do over here.
All right, cool.
Throw wedges and shit.
Your best friend, right, is getting beat up best friend is a male, right? They're getting beat up by a, how do I rephrase that?
You're gonna say a woman?
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, yeah, I was gonna say something else, but we'll rephrase it. All right, cool. So your best friend is getting beat up by a woman, like pummeled. Do you help?
I try and break up the situation.
Your best friend is a male.
Yeah,
Right?
see, I'm not looking at that because I know the whole thing is, oh, it's a man. No, but again, I don't know the situation. I don't know.
So we obviously changed sexes here, right?
Yeah. So you're fighting now, or I come to the place. I come to your place. I hear a commotion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys are fighting. I come around the corner now, and I see her all up on you.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna pull her off of him and try and separate them. One, because on my head I'm thinking he doesn't want to hit her. That's why she's able to beat him down, because he doesn't want to put his hands on her. Because he knows the moment he does, she's right there. She's the victim. She ends up being the victim. Doesn't matter that she's been beating on you this whole time. You probably end up being looking like the bad guy. So he's trying to stay. He's defending. Like I see him doing this. He's defending himself. I'm grabbing her off. That's it. I'm not making him feel bad. I'm not going to stand there and just be like, oh, deal with that, bro. Like, that's your girl. Fight back. What are you going to say? What are you really going to tell him to do? If you stand there and do nothing. I get it. You don't want to be involved, but that's if it's verbal. When it gets physical, being involved doesn't mean you have to grab it. You're trying to separate the two so it doesn't get worse for either party in the situation.
Yeah.
Right? That makes you get them separated. Once you get them separated, then I guess you go with whatever's going on there, right? Like you got to deal with however the situation goes. But my concern is I'm trying to separate the two. This is not let me put him down and make him feel bad because his woman is beating up on him. Even if she is beating up on him and punching him, he's not. I know he's not fighting back because he's not trying to get in that situation.
Right.
Right. Now, if he grips her up now and holds her up against the wall, I
Then
might watch.
Okay.
Because again,
So why is that different?
she's beat because
So you just made a.
if I see he's not going to defend himself,
But
this is
he's
my
gripping her by the
one
neck.
again. This is no. Okay, I'll give you the scenario. He's not. Do the one where he's not doing anything.
Okay.
You know your brethren. This is your best friend. So you know your brethren. You know how you guys have talked. You know what he would do in a situation like this with his woman, right? You know he's not those guys that will get aggressive. He will take as much as he can, whatever it is, right? But okay, this is not the first time it's happened. Beating up. Okay, as you're saying, she's beating up on him. I will say, and I see he's not going to defend himself or do anything to stop her. I will get in there and try and separate the two.
Okay.
Now, she's beating up on him. He's taking it.
Until.
Right? He's taking it, and now he grabs her.
That's right.
Aggressive. I'll say he aggressively grabs her shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to say the throat thing right now.
Alright, cool.
Okay, because that's
Yeah.
teetering.
Yeah.
Shoulders. He's able to grab her on the shoulders, pin her against the wall, and hold her. I'm still there. I'm not going to just back away. I'm still going to be concerned. I'm going to see how far he goes. I'm going to have myself right there, but I'm going to let it go because I know, okay, he's not boxing her. He's just trying to stop her, right? So I'll still be maybe get in there and try and separate the two, even on that, right? He's holding her up. I'll come in with guys, separate, and like that. I want them to work it out themselves. I just don't want it to escalate.
Gotcha.
Right? And you're asking what's the difference? The difference is, yeah, he's not defending himself. And I don't know how far she's going to go hitting him. Some woman, she may want him to hit back. That's the thing. I don't want that to happen because that's a setup right there. You don't know that. So I don't want it to get to that position. I don't want it getting further than it is. Right? Whether me and her are cool or not.
Very good point that you
Right?
made. Yeah.
Whether me and her are cool or not, this is my guy.
Yeah.
And I don't want him getting and clearly me and her are fine. We don't have major issues. We may not be best friends, but we're fine. We're cool. Like I like you, whatever. So I don't want this getting any worse. Right? So my whole thing is just separate the two and calm the situation down.
Smart.
I don't want to I'm not gonna make him feel bad and go, oh my god, you let your woman. That's insecurity to me. To me, guys that do that have been beat up by girls themselves and they don't want to feel left out. So they're gonna rag on you about it because that happened. Like you should be getting beat up by girls because you're not gonna beat them back up.
Facts.
You're not fighting them back.
100%.
You know what I mean? For no reason.
100%.
That's your woman.
We need a, I don't know, I'm pretty sure there's a helpline out there, but this would be a perfect PSA moment. If you're in an abusive relationship, call 1-800 something something something. I don't know the number.
Fine, yeah.
We'll fight it.
Dead serious.
Yeah, that's serious.
Really serious.
Doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you're in a relationship where your life is, I want to say in danger, but it's not safe.
You feel that you're in danger. Yeah.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, reach out. I'm pretty sure there's lots of helplines out there. Reach out and don't take it, man. Because you only have one life to live, and you want to live it as long as you can, as happy as you can. So that's for that topic. Got anything else?
Do I got something for you?
All right, what do you got?
I got something random. I just want to pop up out there. I mean,
Anything. I like the ones where we don't discuss it prior. It just comes out and we just discuss.
all right. I have a question that I've had on here. Do you think Canada can have its own version of Wild 'N Out?
Its own version of Wild 'N Out. Well,
I'm not talking about longevity. Just could we do one, even if it lasts a year? Could you think one could?
see, the thing is, we have these celebrities to do it. It's just what I don't know.
You don't even need celebrities though.
That's true, but it's just the regulations that we'd have to pass, right? Canada is very. We don't adopt the same things that pass in the States that would pass here, right? You can get away with a lot of stuff that they say on Wild 'N Out, south of the border, right?
What do you think they do that you couldn't get? I don't really see anything that what they put out on the show. Obviously, behind the scenes different, but on the show, I haven't seen too much.
I mean, here's an example.
That couldn't fly here, but again, there probably is something.
Okay, I'll give an example, right? I am a huge Big Brother fan.
Okay.
Right? I've watched every season from the States, from season 1 till, I don't know, I think it's season 26 now, 25, whatever it is.
Still on?
It's still going on. Now, there are certain things that happens on that show, definitely cannot do on Canadian Big Brother, right?
Okay.
I'm talking about using certain words, putting down certain people, and they do discipline them, right? But it's not to the extent where, some of them actually say stuff and they're still on the show. There's fights, there's stuff that happened on the American version that definitely don't happen on the Canadian version. I'm using your example, Wild 'N Out, right? I'm pretty sure there's words that are used. I don't watch the show every so often as much as you probably do, but
We could bleep those.
they can bleep them, but it's also the market, the people that you're reaching out to. Like, Canada doesn't